Ladies and gentlemen, Soarin is here. And it's across America, this time from Disney World. It says, an American journey. Buckle up and get ready for takeoff. The fan favorite Soarin is taking on an all-new airborne adventure across the United States. And they even brought back, I don't know if you guys have seen this, they've even brought back pilot Patrick, Captain Patrick. What do they call him? What's
Captain
his name
now.
officially? Captain Patrick?
Yeah.
Ron, you've been on Soarin' Across America now.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on it, Ron? You've been on the thing, and you and I have talked about it, but you having been on it, you know it better than anybody at this point. What's your verdict?
I'm still honestly big. Can't speak today. California, Soarin' over California. The original is still my favorite. There was only one time during the presentation did I notice the smellets are being released. And for those that aren't familiar with that, when you're riding on Soarin', there's a few scenes in which you typically smell something in the air. In California, you smell oranges when you're flying over the orange groves, for example. And it's really interesting. In Soarin' over America, the only place I noticed it is when they were going over a field of like a herd of cattle, and it's the stale dirt smell, the same smell that they release when you're doing Soarin' around the world, and they're in Africa, they're about to see Mount Kilimanjaro, and they're going over the elephants, which is the worst of all the smells, by the way. So it's really not that great. I like the way it starts. It starts with the point of view that you're actually seeing a rocket lift off from, I believe, Cape Canaveral, the spaceport there. That's pretty cool. You go up.
Is that one real? That one looks real to me, Ron.
I think it is. I think they somehow, I don't know if they got that with drone footage. It looks pretty good. But when you go to the Statue of Liberty, it's so obviously CGI. It's almost cartoonish.
Yeah, it's silly. And
then the city of New York is also very obviously CGI.
Yeah, also silly.
So I don't like.
And surely you could have got permission to fly a drone down the Hudson.
I don't understand that. I don't. It's really weird because some of the scenes are CGI.
Washington is obviously CGI.
It felt like the Everglades stunt was CGI. To be honest,
you got to be kidding me.
It felt like I was watching
that. No, that has to be real. There's no why. And the bird might be CGI, but come on. And the boat may be CGI, but I
think, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think the boat, like, it just felt very much like the boat CGI. Then there's a lot of birds throughout the thing that are definitely CGI.
I mean, come on. The national parks will give you a drone permit if you're Disney to go shoot over the water at the Everglades for, 5 minutes.
So here's the biggest thing that I didn't like about it. All of the scenes, the vast majority of scenes are not noticeable.
Looks like Mount Rushmore is real.
Yes. But what I was going to say about Mount Rushmore, that is a noticeable landmark. When you're flying over Mount Rushmore, you can pretty much everybody can go, oh, this is Mount Rushmore. This is part of the United States. I can tell this is America. A lot of the scenes, honestly, they could have just been any national park anywhere in the world, and you can't really specifically tell that it's the United States. Like, this is the Grand Canyon, but there's nothing telling you that it's specifically the Grand Canyon, or is it Canyonlands, or is it some other place? So it's a lot of nature. They really focused on the nature side of the United States, which is fine, except that they didn't really do any major landmarks that lets you know, is this Montana, Wyoming? Is it, which park is it? There's, I think it's Yellowstone probably, but it's very, very difficult to, there's nothing very specific. When you're doing Soarin' around the world, you know where you are. The Taj Mahal, I know that's entirely CGI, it's fake, but at least you recognize the Taj Mahal. I really wish they would have taken this opportunity to highlight a few things. Obviously, Los Angeles, the bookends, New York and Los Angeles, you recognize those.
LA looks real. That looks like that's the helicopter's not, but
as far as the like, Patrick is the best thing about it, him reintroducing himself and him doing the cutesy thing, and I'm going to let this young fellow tell you the rest that he introduces himself.
These little babies.
That's pretty. That part's pretty.
And then they go, you see Epcot. It's really weird because you're in Los Angeles and then it goes right back to Epcot. So now you're back in Florida, but it's okay. I love the idea that they wanted to do an homage for the semi-quincentennial, but honestly, it really was toned down.
Cheaped it out.
Cheap, yes, obviously cheap, but it almost felt, when you want to, I was alive during the bicentennial, and because I was alive during the bicentennial, I just remember how big the culture. I know Culture and I are close to the same age. You remember how big the bicentennial was? The bicentennial was huge. Why is the 250th birthday, the semi-quincentennial, not as big? I don't know. When you're going, there is barely any banners or decoration letting you know it's soaring over America.
Disney has a major problem. They no longer have the sense of being patriotic in any way. I mean, consider the famous light parade float that debuted during the bicentennial. So when I look at that, it's not surprising to me. But again, nothing surprises me now. Disney is very much an anti-American company, and it's going to take Tomorrowland an awful lot of work to get that perception reversed. You don't have to look too far to look at places that are a little bit more patriotic, a little bit more America loving, Iger's version of Disney was more globalist loving. So like
let's talk about something that may have worked though. So Soarin' over America is mid, let's say. Is that okay? Yeah. It's mid. Yeah. It's not terrible. It's not offensive, but could have been a lot better. I'm actually shocked about Rock and Roller Coaster. It looks like, and I don't know if you guys have seen the intro. I don't know if that's cleared yet to play it because of the music. I don't know if they've cleared that yet. Theme park music tends to be cleared so that you can play it. But I don't know if that's happened yet. Because I think they're playing Can You, what's the name of that song by the Electric Mayhem? Can you da da da? Can you da da da? I don't remember the name of the song. But anyway, they actually, from Muppet Vision, they've put Statler and Waldorf into Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't think it's the same animatronics, though. It could be. I mean, that'd be a great way to save money, but I don't think it's the same animatronics. But here are Statler and Waldorf as they will appear on Rock and Roller Coaster now.
This concert reminds me of a roller coaster. How's that? It's all downhill. Oh!
I didn't know they were going to be here.
Just don't understand why they even bought tickets.
We have time to go to the bathroom before the next song? We can't, you old fool. We're bolted to the seats. Oh!
And it's not the original voices, but they got it closer than they have been in a long, long time. I thought this was a very, very nice touch. And I'm actually impressed with the scooter animatronic that's in the pre-show. So this might be the one that they got right. I know they still need to get rid of the villains attraction next door. It's a theater, and put Muppet Vision in there and just declare this now the Muppet Courtyard. 2 Muppet attractions, and they even have room beyond that to put in a restaurant if they want to. And they should. And they should theme that instead of just a little food truck kiosk. They should theme that to be the Swedish Chef. And go all out, have some fun with the Muppets. But guys, we haven't ridden Rock and Roller Coaster. It's not going to change. It's going to be the overlay. But so far, the new overlay, I can't believe I'm saying this, the new overlay looks fantastic. Am I right? Am I wrong? What do you guys say?
No, I agree. I posted it on X. I'm like, yes, I can actually see this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get on the ride, but I can have some fun in the queue line and see all the animatronics they put in there. And what baffles me is this was a quick turnaround, guys. How long was this thing closed? It was closed for I don't even know how many months. It hasn't been a year, and it's already like that. I mean, shows what a little bit of effort can do if they did that on the other attractions. Just saying.
Yeah, and I'm going to say
bad.
too, that scooter animatronic, I'm shocked that they spent the money. I cannot believe that they actually spent the money to have an animatronic that looks and mimics the actions of a puppet.
Mm-hmm.
I also will be shocked if that stays as it is. That is going to be a maintenance nightmare. That scooter animatronic, the movements of it. If anything goes wrong on a normal animatronic, if something goes wrong, you'll notice it and you're okay with it. With a puppet, if anything goes wrong, it's gonna look weird because you're reading that as a puppet, not as an animatronic.
Right.
So if he breaks, it's gonna. You put the screen down quick because it's going to be real fast, uncanny valley.
Like the officer in Zootopia. So,
yeah.
This is nice. And I applaud them for this. The pre-show.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
In a short amount of time. I mean, because you got some other stuff that's been closed for over a year and we are just like, why? This is what you're giving us and you've been closed for a whole year. But going back to Soarin', the CGI factor, Ron, that's disappointing because if they can take the time and do all of these documentaries around the world, have you guys seen the one where it's like it's a Bug's Life, but it's real bugs, and they had it streaming on several platforms, but it's taking the animation film of It's a Bug's Life, right? The Pixar film that came out, I don't remember, in the 90s. And they actually go around the world and show you all the different species of bugs to make it entertaining, educational. And they could have taken the time to go around America, take a couple of years, go around America, capture the beauty of the country, and then put it into this overlay for the celebration of 250 years. Why couldn't they do that? I just don't understand that.
The weird part is that's what they said that they were doing. The biggest problem with the CGI is they actually said that they were planning on toning down the CGI because they knew that was one of the biggest complaints of Soarin' around the world.
Right.
And so it was a surprise. And also I will say this because I did sit on the left side of the theater. This one, Soarin' Across America, is more bendy than Soarin' Around the World. If anybody remembers the leaning Eiffel Tower, yeah, it's much worse in the Soarin' Across America one. It's
well, if they
really,
can
really
go to
bad.
Antarctica and film a whole bunch of penguins, they can go around America. I mean, really, they could have done this a year or two ago, and that's where I'll leave it.
I don't understand the CGI aspect of like New York. You can get a permit to. I mean, did Mamdani block you? You can fly a drone. Like you can get a permit to fly a drone. You have ABC News there. Like grab a drone and fly it down the Hudson and put it in the ride. I don't understand.
With all the technology we have, I mean, it's insane that we are getting CGI on this overlay.
Yep.
The biggest problem with the Statue of Liberty was just that it really almost looked like a cartoon. I mean, they might as well have used the Statue of Liberty with the Captain America shield from Spider-Man or whatever movie that was, for how bad, and the problem with that is that it's almost the first thing you see. So it kind of sets the tone for the rest of it. So once you see that, your brain can't help but think, oh my gosh, now I'm looking for all the CGI stuff. Like I don't want to, but
it's taking away from your experience. It's totally taking away from your experience.
I'm definitely looking forward to riding Muppets Rock and Roller Coaster. So that should happen this Thursday. It's a pass holder preview day, and I've got my reservation for Thursday for Hollywood Studios. So fingers crossed for that.
I want to give Culture a chance to respond to the Muppets part of this. Culture, I really did think this was going to be a cheap overlay. It looks like they're doing what they should do. I still don't know that I think Muppets work for Rock and Roller Coaster, but maybe they're going to do the best they can with this. And, they shouldn't touch anything to do with the track. There's nothing they need to touch on the track. So my hope is, Imagineers have not had a great track record with opening new attractions. They didn't have. There's nothing about the track here. Surely they can get this one right, and it can be good. So did they? Culture, what do you think? Have they actually got a win under their belt this time?
I think they pre-planned this and they understood all their needs going in. I think they may have learned some very valuable lessons. This new generation of, Imagineers may have learned some valuable lessons from the complete disaster and failure of the Tiana garbage. So I feel like they pre-planned all of this by pre-installing all the power that they were going to need in the right places, by all the data communication being put in the right places, by creating all the media well in advance, knowing, just what limitations they were going to have to operate within. And I think that the thing that I want to see when Ron rides this and gives us all the B-roll footage we're going to use for decades to come, that the only thing that changed on the inside the gravity building is the cardboard cutouts that you ride through in the attraction.
Yeah, and you're going to go. I'll guarantee you, Fozzie with a spinning bow tie is going to be in there, and Gonzo with a chicken, and
cheap things that they could do, like they did.
Did you say cheap 3D tricks? Sorry, culture, you set yourself up. I couldn't.
I did, but I'll just say that that's my expectations, because again, they did so little when they upgraded Superstar Limousine at Disneyland to what it eventually became, which is hot garbage. That's kind of the level I'm expecting inside the attraction. You won't see things long enough for it to matter, but you will get a real appreciation for just how slow that coaster goes, because it's not speedy.
Any chance we can get a Sweetums costume in there, and somebody, somebody saying,
I could.
Have you seen a rabbit? No. Have you seen a bunny? Where?
I would love that. Like periodically coming Sweetums that comes out. Are you kidding me?
It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to do that. You could have built an animatronic that was half a body that could have done something like that.
Well, no, you know how like in Rise of the Resistance, I forget the guy's name. He's
Kylo
at the
Ren.
very top. Yeah, he comes out and he's an animatronic. And then he goes away, something like that.
That's a projection. That's a Pepper's Ghost effect. Yeah.
Is that okay? I thought it was an animatronic. I apologize.
No, you're fine. They did everything very well. Again, but like Kylo Ben was that actual animatronic that you go by, that looks like remarkably like the Wicked Witch of the West.
I'll throw you one last thing on this.
Yeah.
All the marketing, they're getting smarter. They know what we're up to. And that is telling the truth. All the marketing here, Statler Waldorf, Scooter, Electric Mayhem, no Kermit. You know why no Kermit?
That's true.
Because as soon as Kermit shows up, we're all going to get mad. Because as soon as Kermit shows up, he's going to be like, hello, everybody. Welcome to Rock and a Roller Coaster. I am definitely Kermit the Frog. And we're going to be like,
lying.
Where is Jim Henson? If they're smart, and they're not, but if they're smart, they will have gone back and got an archival voice from Jim Henson and used that, and everybody will be happy. If you board the thing and there's Kermit saying, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, and I don't care if you have to use AI, but it better sound like Kermit. It better sound like Kermit.
They could just use 11 Labs or one of the free ones that just came out on GitHub. Yeah.
You'd rather not touch those.
Yeah, Pro. I'll do it. I'll do it for you.
They're not going to touch those dangerous waters. You're absolutely right. They totally left Kermit out, and the other like main. There's no Miss Piggy, right?
Yeah, dangerous waters. You should stop by my swamp sometime. Yeah.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.